Talk to me, baby. I really wanna give you Hey fam, what's going on? What's going on? You are here with Can We Talk with Jazz and Nick. This is season 1, episode 2. Dose, we're here.
We vets now, baby.
I love it. Yes, so we are here with another dope episode. Just two girls sitting back having a conversation. So let's dive right in.
Some wine.
Oh yes, we need the wine. We need the libation.
Yeah.
All right, so Jazz, what is in your heavy rotation this week?
Heavy rotation now is Beyonce. My favorite song off the Renaissance album is I'm That Girl. Ultimate hype song. Whatever you about to do, work out, go to work, present at a meeting, whatever.
Oh, she gets you there. She gets you there.
She gets me there.
She's your hype woman.
Yes, I'm that girl. Let's go.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it because I feel like I don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come for me, Beehive, please. Good God.
I'm sure she's hurt.
Yes. As usual, I'm always in my R&B bag. So for me, it's Donnell Jones. He's rocking it and getting me where I want to be.
Where you want to be? All right, Donnell.
Yes.
Are you back to the 90s?
You know I do. That's when music was good, girl.
Facts.
Big facts. Are you reading or binging anything this week?
I'm reading Power of a Praying Parent. That is like a dope book by Stormy O'Martian. Pray over your kids, pray over yourself, and get your day going the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. You're gonna have to send me that information because I need to pray over that child. Yes. Lord Jesus. And pray that he makes it to see another year because the way he be trying my patience. Oh, anywho.
That's a kid.
I'm really not reading anything this week, but I did start New Amsterdam, which I know I'm tardy to the party, but it's a good show.
New Amsterdam.
Yeah,
okay. And that's on Hulu, Netflix, Prime, Hulu.
Yes,
okay.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes. Definitely feeling it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, girl, he put a ring on it, right?
Yeah. You are no longer a single lady.
Not single anymore, so that Beyonce song does not resonate with me any longer. So we got some planning to do.
So
I know, you always in your planning bag.
I'm always trying to, as you say, I'm trying to get you hitched off.
Yeah, she's trying to marry me off. Like, we just got engaged last Valentine's Day, and she's like, okay, let's get this party started.
I got a dowry and everything, so no, I'm kidding.
Hold on, sis. We'll get there. But what do you think about, what we were taught as little girls? Like, what do you think...
that whole fairy tale thing?
Yeah, the fairy tale. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think every little girl has that fairy tale in her head of, finding her prince, riding in on a white horse, the white picket fence when they get a house? Like,
not even close.
No.
Let me say something.
Okay.
I didn't want no husband.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't want no kids. I didn't want any of that.
Oh, wow.
I've never been the whole, I can't wait to get married and have my dress and have my hair in pretty curls. And nah, Slim, I like to sleep too much. So I know that I'm going to have to take some. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to think about somebody else when I'm, trying to sleep. But here I am. I'm a mother. I have kids. So there goes that.
Yeah.
There goes that.
And you're doing that for 13 years?
Yeah. I still get my sleep in though. Just believe that.
He's self-sufficient
at this point. Right. Yeah. Was that something that you did? You thought about when am I gonna get?
No, I'm not that chick. I've, being married before, but we didn't even have a big wedding. It was a small, just of the piece, so it wasn't anything.
We know,
but this go around, I do want to have a bigger wedding. Not necessarily like humongous, but a little bigger. But I didn't have that fairy tale of riding in on a horse and having all the trumpets play when I go down the aisle. No, that's not it. But I do want to have something nice.
I get it.
Special for us. Yeah.
But it's crazy because you're always telling me there's no place like Hallmark. Hallmark doesn't exist because you feel like I have a Hallmark view of what love is. And how it's supposed to be butterflies and smiles and cherries and strawberries.
It ain't that at all. It is not that. Nobody's perfect. So right. But there's somebody that's perfect for you. So when y'all can have a great relationship, but never a perfect relationship, because at our age, our big age, we're kind of set in our ways. So most likely the man is going to be that way as well. So y'all just have to compromise. That's the name of the game.
Okay. I can understand that. Yeah. But it's funny. I was listening to a podcast, and the guest was an author of the book called F the Fairy Tale. Oh. And it made me think of you. Perfect. It made me think of you because you always say that I view love in a very fairy tale type way. But she was like, no, like it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. She was like, you have to make it what you want it to be. Yes, it has to be not what society says, not what your mother says, not what your father says, not how your friends view it or anything like that, not how it's written on Hallmark, because there's no script, there's no stage hands that are saying, okay, stand here, kiss like this is
get a flower.
None of that stuff or whatever. And for whatever reason, it kind of like hit me, you know what I mean? Because I am not, or I'm kind of in relationship purgatory right now.
Oh, okay. That's why it's a little, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I was feeling a little tension.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay.
It's a little, Okay. But the idea is, again, you have to make it what you want it to be and what makes sense to you. Yeah. Because what works in your relationship may not work in mine. And, everyone has their own, what do you count? Kind of limitations and boundaries and absolutely. What's important to them and what's not important, so on and so forth. So I mean, again, he put a ring on it, you said yes, so obviously there is something about this man that is just, you were like, yep, this is it.
He's a dope dude. It's not fairy tale, it is not that, but yeah, I mean, he's dope and we have a great vibe. We have since day one. Like that's been a thing. Like our communication top tier. When we go out, we just have a good time. We enjoy each other. So that's what it's all about. Like enjoying the person's company and, just vibing. It's not about it being like, oh, he's perfect. He always does this. He always does that. Because he does not. But
first of all, you're not going to be coming from my boy like that, okay? Okay? He is top tier.
He is top tier. He's top tier.
He's not real liquor. He is top shelf.
Right. Do I get flowers every week? Yes, absolutely. Does he put his sock in the hamper? No. Sometimes it's on the floor, and I gotta put it in the hamper. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking. It's not perfect, and for other people, somebody with OCD, that it just wouldn't work for them. But I mean, it's fine for me. That's my man. So we good over here. But so it's nothing. It's not a perfect relationship, but it can be a perfect one for you. Yes.
Okay. Now, do you feel like you kissed many frogs before you got to him?
No, because I don't take people that seriously. I think
that's that Aquarius stuff right there.
I could put a person in a box and that's just where they stay. So I wouldn't say I kissed a lot of frogs. I would just say that I went through what I need to go through before we found each other.
Okay, that makes sense. Me, on the other hand,
what do you think? Okay, have you kissed frogs?
Girl,
ribbit.
I am. I sit on a lily pad, and all the toes just be. All the toes are around me.
Not a lily pad.
I don't know what it is, but like
I'm gonna help you, friend.
I feel like I know for a fact, and this came from me just doing the work and just really finding out about myself and what made me happy and what pushes my buttons, so on and so forth. Yeah. That I was bringing in, or I was being attracted to everything toxic. Oh. I had this Captain Save-A-Ho mentality. Like I was attracted to someone I felt like I could save. I felt like, I can love him better.
Love him out of whatever he was
going
through.
I can love him through the pain. I can do this. I can do that. And, or, I make this amount of money, so I can buy him.
Together. Well, sis. That ain't it. No.
This is what brought me to all the frogs.
It has to be a whole person and a whole person coming together and then doing that thing.
I know that's
still hard. That's still hard.
Yes.
Doing, as two whole people. But if somebody is not where they need to be and they know that, it's not gonna work. It just
it took me to be over 40 to understand and realize that. Yep. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that I needed to be okay with myself. Yeah. And that person needed to be okay for us to work. Exactly. You know what I mean? So like my situationship. I don't know how to put it. Like, so this man has my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he is in no shape, form, or fashion society's view of my knight in shining armor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, he doesn't have the 6-figure job and stuff like that, but it's about how he makes me feel.
That's important.
It's about how he makes me feel. And, you know, even though he plucked the last good nerve that I have, he is that one who I don't have to tell what's wrong.
Oh.
I don't have to, like, he knows when I need a hug, or he will bring me flowers. I do get the just because flowers.
Yeah.
Girl, I ain't folded clothes and I don't know how long, because everybody who knows me knows I hate folding clothes.
What? Say that.
Like,
so could you imagine not having any of that stuff and then he has 6 figures? Like, where would the scale be? Where would the scale be? So you have to, what works for you is for you. So, yeah, 6 figures is not everything. I mean, you need to have some money, but it don't have to be 6 figures. It has to be, you know, just enough to make your household work. You know, but if he, I mean, you know, just because flowers, the folding the clothes,
wash, fold, and put in piles. Here's my pile. Here's my son's pile. Here's his pile. You know what I mean? Taking the trash out.
Man, a hug.
Washing the clothes.
and a kiss on the forehead. Stop it.
Not a kiss on the forehead. But here's the thing, though, because for everyone else, it's well, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, that's nothing big. That ain't no, you know what I mean? But for me, I've never had that. So, and my love language, which I think is very important for people to know and understand, is acts of service. Yes. Because I have been so used to doing shit on my own and doing it my way. I'm a single parent. Like, it's always been about me.
All you.
So to have someone come in and pick up on the little things, you know what I mean? For me, it means a lot. And again, it's not what society thinks is supposed to be my knight in shining armor, but it works for me. And
that's
you know,
what matters. It's about you, boo. Not anybody else.
But that's hard.
Forget what they said. I mean, well, if it works for you though, because again, your situation is not anybody else's, and what works for somebody else may not work for you.
Jasmine,
so
that is your motto for life, okay?
It literally
you will cut someone off and think
in a heartbeat.
Zero about the situation.
Never existed.
You won't
ever, like,
you won't lose sleep. You won't blink your eye. You're like, okay, wait, who?
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. Who's that?
No.
I can't do that. Like, it's hard for a little thing.
It is. Let me teach you my ways.
I know but you know, it's funny that you say that, because I find myself channeling my inner Jasmine.
Do that.
Instead of what would Jesus do, what would Jasmine do? What would Jasmine do? In situations when it comes to me feeling very Hallmarky, I stop and I say, what would Jasmine do?
You gotta kick that Hallmark out sometimes. Sometimes it's fitting, but a lot of times it's not.
But I didn't get that way. I didn't want the quote unquote American dream. I didn't want the house, the picket fence, the husband, the 2.5 kids, the dogs, all that. I didn't want that until I was almost 40.
Oh wow.
I was good. I didn't want none of that.
I don't need that. I don't need those things.
I don't want to have to answer to anybody. I don't want to have to take someone else's feelings into consideration.
Yeah.
But then I was like, having a best friend would be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I made the mistake of making the list. Oh. He has to be this height. He has to be this complexion. He has to make this amount of money. You know, he has to do this. He has to do that. He has to be family oriented. He has to love my family. He has to love my kid. He has to love to do the stuff that I want to do. The sex has to be amazing. Like, all of these things. Yeah. And then again, I meet this person who is not that package.
Yeah.
But he gives me all the feels. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So that's what matters. The feels matter. You can't let them, you know, take you to where you're dealing with toxic stuff just because you have the feelings.
Oh, hell no.
But yeah, I mean, those matter. Feelings matter.
Do they?
Yes,
the feelings.
I don't have any, but they matter.
Oh, you are very much the 10 man.
I'm joking.
You are the 10 man.
I'm a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Are we really now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you say so.
Okay.
But no, I mean, there is something to be said about meeting someone who gives you all the things you never knew you needed.
Facts. Facts.
You know,
and that's what I feel like I have. I feel like I did not know I needed this person to actually sometimes say, hey, what you did, that wasn't right. Or you was wrong when you did such and such. I never had anybody to tell me.
Oh, I know. I know.
Pretty much like, okay, just go with the flow. Exactly. Whatever Jazz wants.
Exactly. And he checks Jazz.
Yeah, he checks me, and I'm like, how that? I never had that before. So,
that's what I love about
him. That's what I love about him. It's been very enlightening. So,
and also, I saw the change in you. I literally saw the change in you from when you were married the first time, in that season of learning how to live as a widow, and then in the season of finding him, or you all finding each other, and just how you blossom. Oh, I'm getting chills thinking about it again. Oh my God. Just how you blossomed into the person that you... See how she do me, y'all? I'm charming.
She's charming, but I love her though.
This is why she thinks I always live in Hallmark, because, you know. But yeah, like, but it feels good to be loved right.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know,
that is facts. Yes,
and
it does.
You have to learn how to, because you're not gonna stay in that honeymoon phase.
No,
it's all about peaks and valleys.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
And I also think that, you know, when it comes to understanding your partner and who you're with, you gotta learn how to fight fair.
Yes, absolutely.
You definitely can't.
Don't go below the belt.
Yeah. And don't go bringing up old stuff. If you're, and I'm so guilty of this. I am so guilty. We'll be, excuse me, y'all. We will be arguing about something. I literally will bring up something that happened 6 months ago.
I be like, girl, I thought we got over that. What is going on?
Girl, he would look at me real quick and be like, I'm done. I just walk away.
Conversation over.
Yeah. And then I get real mad. And I'm like,
wait a minute. You're walking away from me?
Right. I did do that, didn't I? But, you know.
Like, oops. I mean, but we're learning. It's a growing pains in relationships.
Yes.
And with yourself. You're finding who you are in a relationship. So that matters.
And blending personalities. Blending personalities in ways. And especially like the way you grew up is not necessarily the way the other person grew up. And that plays a huge part.
Yes.
Huge part.
Yes, 100%. Because if you were doing things independently at 12, 13 years old, and I didn't do stuff independently till I was 15, 16, like, there's a disconnect sometimes. So, yeah.
So do you think that there is truth to... there's truth to it, yes. But do you think that everything relies solely on being equally yoked?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. Now, with that, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Okay. So you're equally yoked, right?
Hold on.
But is that all about religion? Is it all about family upbringing? Is it all about financials? Is it all about emotional stability? Like, what is the yoke for you?
It's a mixture of all of them. It's the emotional intelligence. It's the financial. It's the how we were raised. It is the spiritual at times. Like, it's a run of the game, and it's all of them in one. Yeah.
So if you met someone, of course, prior to, I'm not coming for you, but you know you my ace boom comb. But if you met someone prior to him, right, and that person made you feel the way that your fiance does, but let's say he was a Buddhist.
Oh, wow.
Like, how do you navigate through that?
I don't think that will work because I don't know their ways, so I don't know. But I don't think it'll work. But I mean, you never know. You never know, because there's some things, like some people. It depends on who the person is and how open they are to, you know, the type of religion that you have, or just open to getting to know you and just being there for you. So it could, maybe,
possibly. You never know.
Never know. I don't know.
Miracles happen every day.
Now, what do you think? What is your yoke in the equally yoked?
Ooh, I honestly used to think it was all about religion.
Okay.
Meaning that, and I think religion is very different from spirituality.
Okay, true.
But for me, I felt like if you didn't pray, you know, at least 3 times a day, if you know, couldn't do a victory lap, you know, talk in tongues, if you didn't come up going to vacation Bible school, then you weren't for me.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Do you do a victory lap?
I do not do a victory lap.
You do not? Oh, okay.
I do not do a victory lap. However,
okay.
First of all, don't come for me.
Okay. All right.
I know. I need to be everything I'm asking for. Yes. But no, I don't do a victory lap. Okay. But I cry when the spirit is.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a crier.
Okay.
Not necessarily a shouter.
Okay.
I have my praise breaks. Yeah. But anyway, that's not here. The point is, the equally yoked for me was about the religion.
Okay.
But now, like you said, it's about everything. It's about, the feels, the emotional intelligence, the finances, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But also something else that plays a part in my yoke, mental health. And I know that's another subject for another day.
Yeah, we're gonna do another show on that because
definitely.
That's so important.
But
like they have to mentally be healthy. Therapy is huge. I started therapy like a year and a half ago, and I'm like, what took me so long? I remember. I kept telling you years ago, and I'm like, no, I don't need that. But oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It is,
and I feel like I feel the growth. I feel the growth.
Yes. But that's very important because I feel like that plays a part in knowing how to deal with your emotions.
Yes.
That plays a part in knowing how to handle situations.
Absolutely.
And also, in my opinion, that is where a lot of toxic relationships stem from.
Yes.
Not being mentally in a good place. Not knowing how to face your demons and get through it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because you running from them doesn't make it any better. You're not going to
at all.
It doesn't help the situation.
Sign up for therapy, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important.
Very
important.
That part, because I can do bad all by myself. I'm just saying.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
But I'm gonna help you, friend. I'm gonna help you.
She's going to teach me her inner jazz.
Yes.
It is not.
Yes.
I am exiting stage left. I'm no longer living in the land of Hallmark. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
I'm living in the land of reality. And in reality, there's no perfect relationship.
Facts.
There's no perfect love. There's no perfect person. But there are things that are perfect for you.
Exactly.
Yes.
In your situation.
I love it.
It is. Yeah.
Dang, that was a good talk, girl. I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yes.
Ting. All right. So what's our you got this motivational moment for the week?
Okay. Our motivational moment. Let's see. And these are the you got this cards. It says you are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly.
Plastic collection plate.
Hallelujah.
Plastic collection plate.
Because that is big facts.
Girl.
If something is no longer serving you, move along. Let them move along. You move along. Keep it pushing.
This is when I need to have my inner jazz because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to let go. I don't know how to keep it pushing. I need to be able to tell people to kick hot rocks barefoot.
Hello.
And I need to put this on. How Mary Jane used to do, put post-its on there.
Put post-its, yes. Being Mary Jane, that's my show.
Thank you all so much for joining
you.
Can We Talk with Jazz and Nick. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey. Bye, bro. Bye.